morning, good afternoon, how are we all doing? My name is Jacob, welcome back, or welcome to Tired Reads if you're new here, and welcome to a new video, which is these books are self-destruct in 2022. I do not read these 22 books. So, first things first, here's my Christmas sweater or holiday sweater. It's a nice little Santa eating the gingerbread man. I think it's very fitting. They're on the chopping block. These books are on the chopping block. Just ignore how small it is. But enough diddly-daddling. We're gonna get right into it. Here are the 22 books I need to read, or they're going away. I don't know if there's gonna be any order. I might just grab things at random. First off is The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. I've started this, like a chapter, wasn't into it. It's a YA fantasy. That's all I got. These aren't gonna be good descriptions, just FYI. They're probably gonna be like quick blurbs. But that's been on there for a while, so that's gonna have to go soon if I don't get it. Speaking of being on the TBR for a while, City of Brass by S.A. Chakrabarty. This I'm not 100% sure of. It's Middle Eastern history. Uses the folklore and all of that good stuff. It's another fantasy. I think this is adult, I believe. It's epic fantasy. It's a trilogy, the first in a trilogy. So why not start a new series? But I've heard nothing but great things. I've just had nothing but no time to read. Next is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I hear good things. I hear very mixed reviews about this, so I am not sure how well I'm gonna enjoy it. I know there's many books in this series. How many? That's a great question. I do not know that answer, but I saw this at Half Price Books for a good deal. Snatched it up because I thought I was interested, but now I'm having second thoughts, so I need to figure out if it's staying with me or not. Next up is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nan. This is another one from Half Price Books. Hear pretty good things about this. I just never really started it. Not exactly sure. It's another fantasy. I don't know much about it. It says each year 8 beautiful girls are chosen as paper girls to serve the king. It's the highest honor they could hope for and the most demeaning. This year there's a 9th, and instead of paper, she's made of fire. So, how intriguing. Apparently not intriguing enough for me to pick it up. So, rounding out our YA, I believe, is a fun plot twist. It is a YA mystery thriller, I Killed Zoe Spinos by Kit Frick. It has these gorgeous blue covers. I literally picked it up because of the cover mixed with the sprayed edges, but it's a mystery thriller. Probably be very quick to get through. Have I gone through it? No. So I think that's all of the YA. Next, let's go for Book of the Month. Now, I love Book of the Month. I love the fun selections. I love choosing a random book every month, non-spawn. I love the early releases, and it's a fun way to learn about new books that I haven't heard of before. My problem is I buy them and then not read them. So I have 4 that I've been telling myself I'm gonna read them for a long time, / they've been on my shelf for a long time. So let's just get into it. Rip the band-aid off. I still don't know how to pronounce this. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I think this is a retelling of a Greek god story or something, but yeah, that's one of them. Arsenic and Adoba by Mia P. Manansala. This is a cozy mystery. I think it's like a cooking show. Something happens, but I got her because I was interested to see if I would like cozy mysteries, and I do not know because I have not read it. Next is the final revival of Opal and Nev by Donnie Walton. I hear this compared a lot to Daisy Jones and the Six, which I don't know if it's a fair comparison or a bad comparison. I enjoyed Daisy Jones and the Six. I think this might be a little bit more fun. Instead of a group big band, it's just a couple of people. So this might be where it's at. Who knows? But this is gonna get read. Next up, and the final book of the month, is A Burning by Megha Majumdar. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a book set in India, just a contemporary fiction novel. I love the cover. Actually, I think that's why I got it, because I really love the cover. So I didn't love it enough to pick it up again. So, oh, I lied about the YA thing. 2 more books in the YA category. Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera. I've been saying I wanted to read this in summer. I have not done it. Now it's winter, and I don't feel like it's the right time. And then The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I have to finish the trilogy. I've just been putting it off, but it's time. It's gonna happen. This is gonna be the year that I finish Neil Shusterman's Arc of the Scythe. That's what it's called. Before we switch into sci-fi fantasy, I have 2 books outside of that genre. One is Lisa Jewell's The Family Upstairs. I got this at Half Price Books for a good deal. I think it was even cheaper than the $13 on here, considering it was $27 originally. I hear great things about Lisa Jewell, so I might Is that dust? Probably. I just haven't picked it up because I'm telling myself I have a video idea for it, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually do that. So is The Midnight Library. Matt Haig. I just haven't picked it up. I don't know what to tell you. I bought into the hype and then I just didn't continue with the hype. So those are everything else outside of sci-fi fantasy. And now we're gonna get into the big boys. First is The Aeronauts Windlass by Jim Butcher. Book one in the Cinder series. I've never read a Jim Butcher book, but it's a steampunk setting. I think it'll be very interesting. Just haven't picked it up, so it's gonna happen. And I got it at half-price books for a really good deal. Next is Docile by K.M. Spara. Cover really intrigued me because of the beautiful peachy color. I think it's an interesting story about what? I don't remember, but I know I've been wanting to read this forever and ever and ever, and I just have. But this is the year. Look at all this positive energy I'm putting out into reading all of these big fantasy books, all of these books. Next is The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood. I've heard mixed reviews on this one. It's this up here, Priestess, Assassin, Traitor, has really gotten me. I believe the main character goes and does like a sacrifice, but she somehow gets out of it, and then she goes trained to be an assassin, something like that. I could be very, very wrong. Again, dusty. Ooh, it's embossed. How fun. This is gonna be another one that I will be reading. Next one that I recently just got, but I'm putting it on here because I think it's gonna force me to do it because it's a little intimidating, is XX by Ryan Hughes. It's like a first contact space alien thing. It's huge. It's almost 1,000 pages. It's heavy. And so I'm putting it on here just so I read it. So at the end of 2022, I can yell at myself for not reading it, because that's how that works. The next is Velocity Weapon by Megan O'Keefe, book one in the Protectorate series. I forget what this is about, but I think Erin from Booked and Busy talked about this a lot. I can't remember if she enjoyed it or not, so I found it at half-price books and I snatched her up. It looks like space, building rockets, always a fun time. Next one is another popular one that I just haven't. It's been sitting on my shelf so long that the pages are yellowed. Do you see that? Yellowed pages. It's The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Dragons, queer rep, I believe. It should be a fun, fantastic time, but yet I just have not picked it up. But you know what? This is gonna be the year, because this gorgeous yellow is gonna pull me in those darkest of days in the summer. That makes sense. Next is Neuromancer by William Gibson. This is like the catalyst for cyberpunk genre, I believe, and I've been wanting to get into that more. And I said, what better way to start than the beginning? But have I started? Moving along. A book that has been sitting on my shelf so long that there's dust on the cover, just wipe that off, is The Black Prison by Brent Weeks, book one in the Lightbringer series. I've heard Reagan talk about this from Prue's Project, and I've heard nothing but good things from them, but I just haven't picked it up. And I think there's like 6 or 5 of them or something that I need to get into this. And I'm going to. This is going to be the year I tackle my TBR. And then the final book, which is a collection of short stories and essays, is Exhalation by Ted Chiang. This is a science fiction collection. I've only read one like short story collection. Anthology, that's the word I was looking for. One like anthology, and it was like contemporary romance. So I'm interested to see what he can do with science fiction. So that is all I have for you today. Let me know which ones I should prioritize first, if you have any suggestions. What books have you been slacking on that you've been saying you're gonna read a lot but haven't, and it's been put on a shelf and you have forgot about it and it has an inch layer of dust on the cover and yellowed pages? Yeah, I've been there. But what have you been putting off? Let me know down below. You can leave that, or you could leave, what shall we put for the emoji? Let's put the bomb emoji, because if they don't get read, they're gone. They're gone. That is all I have for you today. I hope you had a wonderful day, night, or whatever, and I hope you had fun celebrating whatever you may be celebrating today. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, please like and subscribe if you do. That'd be awesome. If not, no hard feelings. Go along amongst your life. Do not care that much. It'd be nice if you do. I'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow, which will be, I don't know what, because I haven't thought that far ahead. So see you next time. Bye.